So one thing I love about doing One Piece What is that I'm getting to relive that early stage of One Piece goodness. Even in the early stages of the series, there are those funny, heart-filled, sad moments that just make you feel any and every emotion. And now I'm about to go through the top 10 of the East Blue Saga. Quick disclaimer before we start, just so we are clear, the East Blue Saga includes the following arcs: Romance Dawn, Orange Town, Syrup Village, Baratie, Arlong Park, and Loge Town. There are 2 filler arcs within the saga, but this video will only be including canon material. 10.
出てきた。おい、何事だよ、ナミ。
何のつもりよ。
てめえこそ何のつもりだよ。人一人も見殺しにできねえ小物が息がってんじゃねえぞ。さっさと助けやがれバカ。死ぬかと思ったぜ。
So this moment happens in chapter 71. Reason why I like this moment is because it shows the trust the crew has developed very early. At this moment, Zoro wasn't 100% sure with what was going on with Nami, but one thing he was certain of was that Nami wouldn't let him die. And just a gentle reminder, at this moment they hadn't even been sailing with each other very long.
手が震えてるぞ。中途半端な覚悟で海賊を相手にしようとするからそうなるんだ。覚悟って何よ。人を簡単に殺してみせること？それが海賊の覚悟？違う。自分の命をかける覚悟だ。
So we all know Luffy has a carefree nature, but he is capable of being serious too, and this time in the Orange Town arc is the first time we see it. It is also one of the first few times we are told that a pirate's life is a serious one, and compared to where we are now in the series, that statement has never been more true.
お前は俺の仲間だ。
A beautiful moment at the end of the Arlong Park arc where Luffy declares they are friends. Up until this point, Nami hasn't really had anyone she can depend on, so when Nami hears Luffy shout this declaration to everyone, her tear-filled nod and response is not only her agreeing, but her realizing it for the first time. 7. Would you hate me if I said this moment is one of the things I remember / love from the 4Kids dub? Anywho, why I love this moment is because up until this point Nami has been trying her hardest to push Luffy away, but he is having none of it. She finally gives in and accepts his help, and the way the rest of the crew is just there posted, waiting for Luffy to give the command to head out, I love it. Background music, voice acting really turn up the feels in this one. 6.
あしらはここへやってくるある男たちを待ってるんでね。
ある男たち。
命をかけてもあの人たちは必ずやってくる。
Now this bit is not in the manga, but coming off of Nami asking for help, this walk brings a tear to my eye. This walk to Arlong Park is the predecessor to the walk in Enen's lobby, so put some respect on its name. 5.
約束しろ。いつか必ず俺かお前が世界一の剣豪になるんだ。どっちがなるか競争だ。バカ弱いくせに。約束だ。
Not gonna lie, this has only made it this high because I love the background music during this scene. But you know what it is, after losing to Karina once again, Zoro convinces her not to give up on her dream to be the greatest swordsman, and the promise that one of them will achieve this title.
俺はもう二度と負けねえからあいつに勝って大健康になる日まで絶対にもう俺は負けねえ文句あるか海賊王
Coming off the best fight in the saga, if you want to see my top 10 fights in the saga, stay tuned to the end, it will be in the end cards. Not only is Zoro disheartened by the loss, but so is Luffy, which is something because at this point they hardly know each other. Zoro promises his captain he will never lose again. This is also the very first time someone in the crew calls Luffy the Pirate King.
ノジコ、ナミ大好き。
Nami does have a tragic past. She goes from being separated from her birth parents off screen to watching her adopted mother killed right before her eyes into slavery, all at a young age. Definitely one of the most tragic moments in the saga. Being stranded for 80 days with little to no food. Big up Zeph for doing it with no food. This is without a doubt the most tragic thing to happen within the saga. Not only was it a test physically but mentally as well, as they both must have went through moments of being hopeful that someone will come in time, to giving up completely, heck maybe even wanting to die altogether so it will stop the pain. But watching and reading this definitely gives me the feels every time. So I think a few honourable mentions are needed, so here they are. In no particular order, we have Usopp's pass, Shanks saving Luffy, Shanks giving Luffy his hat, and the barrel scene just before they head to Reverse Mountain. The barrel scene almost made the list at 11. The reason the others didn't make the list is because I think the majority of the value of these scenes comes once you establish a deeper relationship with these characters. At a first time glance it's more or less a okay that happened kind of vibe. But with that said and done, let's move on.
これが最後の一撃か世界一か死か兄貴もういいやめてくれ三刀流奥義完全世界
So let's be real, at the end of the day, the main reason we read or watch shonen is for the fights. This by far is the best fight of the saga, and it is also taken best moment too. That's it for this one. Let me know what you thought of the list, especially if yours differs in any way. Also, I got other top 10s available in end cards if you want something else to check out. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, but most importantly, take care, have a nice day.